Okay, today we're going to mount an electric leg bag emptier onto a Quickie 646 power chair. First thing you do is take the valve out of the box. This is the valve. And locate the downspout. That's the downspout. That's where the urine empties. You set it on the foot plate so you know about where to mount it, where the downspout's hanging off the edge of the foot plate. Then you turn the valve over, and the tape on the bottom has two holes in it. Those are your mounting holes. So you take the tape off, and this becomes your drill guide. So you take the tape off, and you put it on your foot plate, and that's where you need to drill the mounting holes. Take an 1/8 inch drill and drill it through. There you go, you got your mounting holes. Now you mount your valve on there and put the 2 screws in the bottom that comes with it in the kit. And it screws in and becomes secure. Alright, now you have your valve connected, and you put your hose, your drainage hose on it, with the quick disconnect attached, and your other hose that eventually goes up to your leg bag hose. And with the wire, you secure it with zip ties, which are included in your kit, so it doesn't get hung up on anything. And you clip them, and you keep the edges away from skin or the leg and that, because they will scratch. And then you'll notice at the top of the wire you have a disconnect, which still allows you to unhook your footrest if you need to for transfers. Okay, what to do next on hooking up the electric leg bag emptier is attach the switch. We got a momentary on and off switch on a toggle. So you have to hold it on for it to open the valve. That way you don't have any accidents and draining when you don't want to drain. So find a location on the chair that the user will be able to reach and have enough power to switch it on and off, enough strength. Here we find a 7/8 tube that we can hook it to. We have a water clamp on the control box. So you want to connect it and secure it tight. That way it makes it easier to use. And make sure that your user can reach it. And of course, any sharp edges, make sure you cover up with electric tape or foam or whatever to protect the passenger. Now you're going to connect the switch to the disconnect on the valve, which in this case is very close. We give you lots of wire in case you need to use a head control or something to work the switch. So you connect it to the disconnect, and then you take the excess wire and put it where it won't get tied up into anything or get hung up on something you drive by. So you take your zip ties and tie it to the bottom of the chair or whatever is available. Now that you have your valve and your switch box connected, it's time to hook the power up to the switch. So the other wire with the 2 ring connectors will give you plenty of wire in case you've got to string it through a number of places. So you put it underneath the chair. Make sure you've got enough slack for your tilt or recliner or anything like that to work, and be sure to go through tilting and reclining to make sure you're not pulling on the wire. And once you get the wire back to the batteries, this is a 12-volt system, so you're going to take the wires, the positive and negative, and connect it to one battery. You're not going to cross connect it, you're going to connect it. The black is negative, the red is positive, connect it to the battery. The red has an inline fuse, so if anything becomes shorted out or anything, in order to stop it from melting or that, we have a fuse in line. If it ever stops working for any reason, be sure to check the fuse first. Then you connect it, you wire tie or zip tie everything tight so the wire is not hanging out, it doesn't get wrapped up in the wheels. And then you secure your batteries. And it's as easy as that. Now to test your GoPee to make sure it's hooked up and working, click the valve and you can hear it clicking down on the foot plate. Now when you get up in the morning, you put your leg bag on, it'll have a hose hooked to the bottom of it, hopefully coming out your pant leg. And then when you sit in the chair, you'll hook your hose to the GoPee quick disconnect, and when your bag fills up, you click your switch and your bag will empty. And that's that.